You know, when you're watching a tennis match, have you ever stopped to think about what's really going on? Because beyond the serves and the volleys, there's this whole other game being played. Today, we're going to dive into how tennis became this incredible reflection of our changing world, a stage where culture, class, and controversy all play out right in front of us.
I mean, just look at the contrast. Tennis started out as this polite, stuffy garden party game for the upper class. You had strict etiquette, super restrictive clothing, and, just some quiet applause. And today, it's a massive global spectacle with over 1 billion fans, where the athletes are legit celebrities, and the court itself is a platform for high fashion and huge social debates. The transformation is just staggering.
So, that's really the big question we're tackling, right? How did we get from there to here? How on earth did a sport built on quiet, rigid tradition become such a loud, influential part of our global culture?
Okay, so to get our answer, we've got to start with the close. Seriously, the first major battle in tennis wasn't about winning a Grand Slam, it was about the right to actually move freely. This is where the court first became a kind of catwalk.
In the early days, the dress code, especially for women, had nothing to do with athletic performance and everything to do with social rules. We're talking about women competing in full-on corsets, heavy skirts down to their ankles, and even hats. It was all about propriety and keeping the body restricted, which of course reinforced those old Victorian values.
And you can literally see social change happening just by looking at the outfits on this timeline. In the 1920s, Suzanne Langland caused an absolute scandal just by showing her arms and wearing a shorter skirt. Then you fast forward to the 70s, and you've got Billie Jean King in custom-branded dresses, bringing big-time sponsorship into the picture. And of course, in 2018, Serena Williams' catsuit just blew up the whole conversation about what athletic wear could be.
And this didn't just happen by accident. It was a very deliberate push from people like the legendary designer Ted Tinling. He totally got it. He knew that fashion wasn't just about function, it was a huge part of the entertainment. His whole vision was to make the players and their personal style a central part of the show. This whole evolution paved the way for modern icons like Andre Agassi rocking denim shorts and neon, and of course Serena Williams with one statement outfit after another. They absolutely cemented the idea that what you wear on the court is a powerful statement about who you are. The court was, officially, a runway.
But it wasn't just the clothes that were changing the game. It was also about the stories that were being told about the players. And for that, we have to talk about the media.
So, the media's role in tennis is so much more than just reporting the scores. They are the primary storytellers. They're the ones who create the heroes and villains, who build up these epic rivalries that turn a simple match into a must-see drama that pulls in audiences from all over the world.
But when you look at the research, you start to see a clear pattern in that storytelling. Studies show there's a real disparity in how genders are covered. Male players? The coverage is overwhelmingly about their athletic skill, their power, their strategy. But for female players, the focus often shifts to their personal lives, their emotions, and their appearance.
And this stuff matters. It's not just about what's in the headlines. This kind of media framing actually shapes how we all perceive these athletes. It can reinforce old-school gender roles, where women are defined by who they are off the court, while men are defined by what they achieve on it.
I mean, think about the classic bad boy of tennis. That's a perfect example of a media-made persona. Players who challenged the sport's quiet, elitist roots were often packaged as these rebellious, anti-establishment figures. And that whole narrative wasn't just about their personality. It was tapping into a real tension about social class in the sport.
Okay, so this deep connection to culture has now just exploded way beyond the court, which brings us to our final theme, the rise of a huge fashion trend that takes everything we've just talked about and puts it right into our closets.
Yep, we are living in the era of tennis core. It's a whole fashion aesthetic that basically bottles up the style of tennis, both on the court and off, and makes it a mainstream look. It's this awesome blend of athletic wear, classic preppy style, and some cool retro vibes. And I guarantee you have seen this everywhere. It's the pleated skirts, the polo shirts, the sweater vests casually thrown over the shoulders. It's the classic retro sneakers, all those crisp white fabrics, even the headbands and wristbands. All of it is pulled straight from tennis history and remixed for everyday style.
So, why is this happening right now? Well, it's been supercharged by social media, where a look can go viral in a day. Plus, a new generation of tennis stars with huge online followings has taken that once exclusive country club look and made it feel totally cool and accessible to everyone.
And let me tell you, this is not some small niche trend.
High fashion has jumped on this in a huge way. We're seeing luxury giants like Miu Miu and Gucci dropping entire tennis-inspired collections. Meanwhile, brands with deep roots in the sport, like Ralph Lauren and Lacoste, are just doubling down. It's a massive cultural and commercial moment.
So, we've looked at the fashion, the media, and the modern trends. Let's bring it all home and ask, what's the final score here? Why does tennis matter so much, way beyond the game itself?
Well, here's the bottom line. Tennis is never, ever just about a fuzzy yellow ball. It's become this unique cultural court, a public stage where some of our society's biggest, most important conversations about class, gender, and identity get played out for the entire world to watch.
It's a mirror for class. Through tennis, you can track the whole journey from an exclusive, private pastime for the rich to a billion-dollar commercialized global spectacle that anyone can tune into.
It's also a battleground for gender, from the very real fight for equal pay and fair media coverage to debates over dress codes. The court has been a crucial arena where athletes have fought for equality and demanded the right to define themselves on their own terms.
And finally, yes, it's a runway for fashion. It's a place where personal identity isn't just allowed, it's showcased. It's where brand new trends are born and then launched straight into the mainstream.
So the sport just keeps evolving, always reflecting and challenging the world around it. The ball is constantly being served back into culture's court, sparking new debates and pushing new ideas forward. Which really just leaves us with one last thought. What's the next point going to be?